everyone, Derek here with Get Lost Trails. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Big Bend National Park, getting ready to head out on Old Ore Road up to the Ernst Tinaja Trail, and then hopefully continue on up Old Ore Road, see what kind of condition it's in. My understanding is it's potentially worse than Black Gap, and Black Gap was once considered the worst road in the park. Black Gap is the unmaintained road. This road does not have that designation, but it is considered a four-wheel drive high clearance road. Runs kind of north up here through the park and then reconnects back around with the highway. There is several backcountry camping sites along the route as well. Should offer some amazing views along the way, so thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoy the video. Just kind of getting into it good so far. Had some rough sections right off the bat, got into some smoother stuff, and kind of got back up here on this. A lot of embedded rocks in places, bounce across, but other than that, it's not nothing crazy or anything. Oh, this one's pretty good in and out of that dip. Now along here there are some camps. There's one, for example. They'll have signs for them. You gotta have reservations for those. Coming down off of that plateau or mesa area, I'm not really sure if that's what it is technically, but dropping down in here a little bit onto the desert floor. So far there's some pretty nice scenery, but truthfully nothing that you can't see from the road really. However, we are planning on going back here and seeing Ernst Tinaja rock formation back in there. Should be interesting, never been back here. Alright guys, well here's the deal about the hiking. Both Google Maps and Garmin want to take you to the wrong place. And I drove past the sign once, which I can replay that clip here where I was a little confused about it and I should have stopped and looked at the map. Interesting here, about flew past this. I naturally kind of wanted to go that way, although I'm really not sure where that goes, but then I listened to my Garmin, and so now I've used Google Maps, and guess what? It's also not sent me to the right place, but I am almost there. So yes, right here, Ernst Tinaja. You turn to the right, despite the fact there's no arrow on that sign. Why they didn't put an arrow on it, I don't know. Turn to the right if you're going to the north, I guess. Be the opposite direction if you head south. But anyway, at the sign, you've got to turn there off to the side road. Okay, so we have actually made it to the trailhead. This is not a very long hike at all, but man, it's kind of poorly marked. So let's hop off the bike for a minute, have a snack, and then go up there and do the hike. Well, after we've got to the right place, we're ready to head up to see Ernst Tinaja. It's a short hike. It's called 1.1 miles round trip, a little over 100 feet of elevation gain. In the terms of hikes, it's really not much of anything. These might not be the best boots to do it in, but I'm here. I want to see it. As far as getting back here goes, it took me about 15 minutes from the pavement on the south end to reach the trailhead here. In a vehicle, SUV, it's going to take a little longer than that probably. If you're on a light bike, I'm sure you can buzz back here even faster. But trail is going to head up off this wash back here to see, I guess, what I would call this geological formation. As we get back in here towards the end of the trail, it starts to narrow up. You're kind of walking in this sort of canyon. We've reached the base here of what I believe they call a pour-off is the term they use, where the water comes over and down through here. Now, of course, right now it's dry, a dry waterfall, I guess you could say as well. here we are at the top of Ernst Tinaja. This is the end of the official hike. Of course, if you got time and you want, you can continue to explore on up in there, but this is definitely the highlight of it. So I hope you've enjoyed this brief detour from today's events, and we will see you back at the bike to continue the drive momentarily. Well guys, what'd you think of that? To be completely honest, it didn't quite meet my expectations. I'd say it fell a little short of the hype. Anyway, we're going to continue the drive and see what the rest of the road's like. Stick around. There are some blind corners, blind hills in this, so I try not to get too crazy with those. Come up out of here, maybe a little slower. Oh, well, okay. Well, we made that one. Might have been a little better to go to the right there, but you know, you can't always see that in advance. Oh, there's gonna be some steps. Okay, looks like another slightly sketchy uphill thing here. We're gonna go for that. I don't know if that is the best way, but it worked. Slow and steady sometimes for me. Smooth out for what I'm guessing isn't much more than a brief second here. Trail is pretty rough, definitely commands a fair amount of attention. Not one of those you're going to spend a whole lot of time sitting down. I am at the moment taking a little break, but yeah, it is pretty. This being a national park, you do need to have a street legal licensed vehicle. These roads are not open to your OHVs, your side-by-sides and stuff like that. Of course, this road is open to SUVs and stuff, pretty popular with Jeeps. I think I would not recommend bringing your highly prized pristine vehicle down it, because while it is wide enough for that sort of thing, it is got a lot of brush along it. To be honest, once you get up here a ways, you're kind of in between these, I don't know what that landform technically is, but there's not a whole lot of scenery to be had. Not all that great, but that's alright. Working my way up through here towards that Dagger Flats Road and then back out to the highway. Looks like I'm still 11.5 miles from that. Oh, coming into another good and rocky section here, it looks like. Oh, got a little sand crossing. Okay. Looks like we're really getting ready to drop down in here somewhere. I don't know where. Finally kind of getting back up here where we're going to have a little bit of a view, it looks like. Oh, shit! That was stupid. 1, 2, 3. Hell, I didn't even... It's time to take a lunch break, isn't it? I think that's what that means. This is definitely going to be the place for lunch. I need a break anyway. Straight up noon, good opportunity here for a lunch break. Nice wide spot and a view to be had here. We are about 10 miles or 16 kilometers yet from the main park road, which will dump us out about 13 miles or 21 kilometers south of Persimmon Gap Visitor Center. Off in the far distance, you can see, well, you probably can't see, but laying at the foot of the Chisos Mountains is Panther Junction, and the main park road is down there in the valley below us. Oh, that's gonna be a big one. Okay, where are we going here? Straight up that, I guess. I don't know. This isn't... Pretty flat and wide open here as we approach Dagger Flats Road. Arriving here at Dagger Flat Road, or Dagger Flat Auto Trail as it's called. Now that road goes up in there just a little ways and dead ends, makes it turn around on top of a Dagger Flat, I'm presuming. As we buzz back towards the highway here on Dagger Flat Road, we'll be wrapping this up. As for what I thought of Old Ore Road, you know, it's one of those, I have mixed feelings, and I hate to really give them recommendation. I mean, you've seen the video, so you have to figure out if it's right for you, I suppose, but I don't think I would do it again, I will say that. But at the same time, I'm glad I went ahead and did it, because I was here, I had the time. You know, I was told by some other people, including some people that I met who've ridden it on motorbikes, on, well, lighter dirt bikes than me, said, you know, it's fine, it's rocky, they don't know, you know, if I'd really enjoy it, but, you know, I think it was worth doing, if nothing else, just to build some skills, practice, get some practice in, and, you know, it's nothing too crazy. From my perspective, it was nothing too crazy, as somebody who's ridden some gravel before, but not extensively, and I'm definitely don't ride anything expert level for sure, but a good chance to kind of build on some of those existing skills without, you know, a whole lot of crazy risk there. There's definitely some places where you can drop your bike if you aren't paying attention, or if, you know, something just goes awry, but I didn't feel like there was too many real high-risk situations there. You're not gonna necessarily careen off of a 500-foot cliff. It's been a fun little ride. I sure hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, Be sure to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my next adventure video. Be sure to check out what else I did here in Big Bend National Park. Thanks for joining me, and have a good day. Oh, okay, yes. Let's get the part on video.